Most people think their biggest challenge is that they don't know what to do, or that they don't have the right resources, or that for whatever reason they are just not following through on the things that they do know what they're supposed to do. They're just not doing it for whatever reason. All of these are wrong, and when you're trying to solve the wrong problem, you're never going to get to the right solution. Let me tell you what the biggest problem almost every human being has on the planet. If you feel like you have a problem, the problem is that you are programmed inaccurately when it comes to the outcomes and actions and ways that you want in your life. The good news is I'm going to tell you exactly how to fix it right here, and any of you can start applying this right now. Number one, you need to write down. You're going to write all these things down. First, write down all the tangible results you want in your life. You want a 10-bedroom house with a pool in the back and a basketball court on the side and a tennis court on the other side and a big yard in the front and 3 dogs and 20 kids. Write it down. Write down every single tangible outcome, things that we can measure and count and check the boxes that you want. How much money you want to make, what kind of job you want to have, what kind of life you want to live. Write all of those things down. Nothing is too big. Nothing is too small. Write them all down. Here's the next thing you write down. What action steps will you have to take for those things to be true? So if right now you're making 50 grand a year, but you want to make $50 million a month, what actions would have to be taken to the best of your knowledge and your best judgment in order for you to achieve that outcome? You probably know it's not the same stuff you're doing right now. So what would you need to be doing in your life in order to achieve these tangible things that you said that you want? Again, to the best of your knowledge and the best of your judgment. You may not know for sure. Just write down what you believe, what actions would need to be being taken by you in order for you to get those outcomes. Don't worry about if it's feasible or not, or if you can do it. Just write down what the action steps are. You got it? And here's the third thing. What type of person do you need to be? What type of presence do you need to have? What kind of energy do you have to have? What kind of aura do you need to give off? How do people need to see and feel about you when you walk into a room without even knowing who you are? What kind of energy do you want your family to have about you? What impression do you want to give off when someone mentions your name, or when they see you, or when they just feel you, or they hear you talking? How do you want people to feel when you walk out of the room? How do you want people to feel when you walk into the room? What kind of energy do you have to have? What kind of mindset do you have to have on a daily basis? How do you want to carry yourself in such a way that your energy and your presence is able to galvanize and inspire other people? What does it need to look like? What does it need to feel like? Understand that these are not actions. This is energy. This is presence. This is aura. What kind of confidence do you have to have? How do you want to make people feel? How do you want to make yourself feel? Write all of those things down. These are the only ones that are the intangibles, this being part. Now, here's what you do with everything you just wrote down. Every single day, at the start of your day, you're going to read this out in the opposite order. Who you need to be first, what you're going to do second, what you want to have third. The reason that we did it in the opposite order is because it's very easy for people to think about what they want and what they need to do. Very hard for people to think about who they need to be. But when you see what you want to have and what you want to do in front of you, it's much easier to consider what type of person do I need to become. This is the hardest question to answer. Once you answer this and you start reading this out loud to yourself on a daily basis, you're going to start reprogramming your subconscious mind. That's what you need to do. Click the links in my bio for more.